How you doing? I just want to give you my thoughts when it comes to the crystal cleansing event. So this was actually recorded earlier. Um, I was just thinking that I didn't get to like 1.1, or what is this? I didn't get to 1,000 crystal opening because I never expected to hit the 1 billion mark. So I was like thinking like, oh, let me go back to my uh, what do you call that? New account challenge and make a part two on day 153. This was earlier, as you could see, with 2 hours left. It had over 1.1 billion points. But the reason why it was is because Kabam, for some reason, they decided to add like half a million points because of half a million points, no, half a billion points, um, because of Brian Grant. So Brian Grant, he opened his egg and my thoughts about him opening the egg. And I've been hearing people cannot claim the rewards for some reason, but going to the game, I already logged in earlier, but let me just log in again or go to the game. As you can see here, going to the game, and I've been hearing about people not getting the rewards, but I look at it, it's still there. Like all the milestones that we would have missed, maybe except the 28 milestone. I think we probably got the 28 milestone, but all these other milestones from 21 to 30, we would have missed them if it wasn't for Brian Grant opening his egg. So I really want to give my thoughts on that because that's the most important thing about Brian Grant opening his eggs. Okay, I have 3 accounts. Okay, this is my new account challenge. Okay, and I already claimed it on my other 2 accounts. I personally, you know, for Brian Grant, if I was Brian Grant, I would not open the egg. Okay, for principal reasons. Okay, and if I was giving an advice, let's say if it was me telling him what to do about his eggs, I would tell him not to open his egg because he doesn't want to open the egg. Okay, we shouldn't have to force him to open his eggs. I would rather not have all these rewards. Okay, out of my 3 accounts, out of any of my 3 accounts, I would not rather not have these extra rewards for forcing Brian Grant to open his eggs. I mean, I've been hearing that he was forced to do it. The community forced him, or Kabam forced him to do it. I don't know exactly what's the reason, and you gotta pretty much blame Kabam because it didn't have to be that way. Like Brian Grant didn't have to open his crystal because it's their fault because how terrible this crystal cleansing event is. They might sweep it under the rug saying, "Oh, look at it, we hit all the milestones," and people might see it this way, like, "Oh, we hit them all the milestone. It was a success." It was actually terrible that we hit all the milestone because we hit all the milestones for the wrong reasons. Okay, this event truly showed the worst out of the people that are playing this game when it comes to MCOC. Like I've been hearing bad comments or about Brian Grant not opening his eggs. You shouldn't have to force somebody to open his eggs to get like for these rewards. No matter how good the rewards are, you know, it's a freaking mobile game. Okay, you shouldn't have to force somebody to change their beliefs because you want something, something else, something in the game. That's like, what is it called? Pixel game. A pixel in a game. Okay? It's just silly to think that, to say that. Okay, now, if it was, what do you call this? Yeah, also another thing is somehow they added another billion points. So they added 1.5 billion points. Where did they get that? I know I could see why they added points because they didn't want They didn't want it to look like the crystal cleansing was a failure, because it clearly was a failure. So they decided, oh yeah, let's put an extra 1.5 billion points to make it look like we did it. It was a success when it's clearly not. Okay, it brings the worst from the community. It's so many things. Okay, there's other things I can say uh, about it. I could say one thing. If Brian Grant did it for the rewards, like from 20, was it 20? If not 20 to 21 to 38 milestone, if he did it for that, for those rewards, opening his eggs, that is fine. Then okay, good. But I doubted he did it because of the rewards. I mean, even though he's a free to play, I don't think these rewards are gonna matter too much to him. You know. So if he did it for the rewards, then okay, that's fine, that's good. But if he didn't do it for rewards, then that's not good. There could be obviously other reasons, marketing reasons. He's certainly he's gonna have his 15 minutes of fame because of this. If he didn't do it, think about it. He's gonna lose subscribers. He's obviously because of that, he's gonna lose money. Now you have his 15 minutes of fame. He's gonna make money out of this. Uh, he's gonna have more subscribers, obviously. But maybe if he did it for that reason, I think that's fine too. There's nothing. I don't think anything wrong with that. If you want, if he wants to make money out of it, good for him. I'm not gonna stop him for that. And then, or Kabam paid him to open his egg because how terrible the crystal cleansing event was. So if the Kabam pays him, if he wants to make that money, I don't blame him either. That's his choice. But the fourth reason, which I really don't like, if people really force him to open it, or he gave up to peer pressure because of the community wanting him to open his egg, that is completely wrong. I would not open it just for that, and I really would advise them not to. As I mentioned, I have 3 accounts, okay? And I would rather have him keep the egg than get all these rewards that we would have missed if it wasn't for Brian Grant. So, this is my thought when it comes to Crystal Cleansing event. I think it was a complete failure, and it brought the worst out of the people that are playing this game. Thank you.